Good morning, children. Today we are going to learn the chapter 8 pollution. So in this chapter we are going to learn the following points, that is what is pollution and pollutants, air pollution and reasons of air pollution, sources and effect of air pollution, greenhouse effect and acid rain, preventive measures of air pollution. And now what is water pollution, reasons of the water pollution and effect of water pollution. Next is what is soil pollution and effect of soil pollution. And last one is pollution prevention and control. So first we will see what is pollution. Okay. Many problems have been arising on the earth due to the human interference in the nature, like industrialization, increased population, mining, transportation, etc. And use of pesticides and fertilizers are causing pollution on the earth, and it is affecting human beings. So what is pollution? Contamination of natural environment that will be harmful to ecosystem is known as pollution. And the factors affecting natural functions of the ecosystem and causing harmful effects on abiotic and biotic factors are known as pollutants. Pollutants make the environment poisonous and unhealthy. So these pollutants may be natural or they may be man-made. Natural pollutants are destroyed in due course of time by nature's rule. However, man-made pollutants are not. So next is air pollution. Contamination of air by harmful substances like poisonous gases, smoke, particulate matters, microbes, etc. is known as air pollution. So here in figure 8.3, reveal the reasons of air pollution. In first picture there is a release of the smoke from the oil industries or chemical industry. Second is air pollution due to the vehicles and transportation. And third picture reveals the air pollution which is caused by the forest fire. Okay, so you have to write the factors which are responsible for pollution, factors which are responsible for air pollution. So now reasons of air pollutions. There are two types of the reasons of air pollution: natural reason and man-made reasons. So natural pollutants are destroyed in due course of time by the nature's rules, but man-made pollutants are not. So see what are the natural reasons for the air pollution. First is volcanic eruption. Solid, gaseous and liquid material emerge out through the eruptions. For example, hydrogen sulfide, sulfur dioxide, carbon dioxide, ammonium chloride, hydrogen vapors, dust, etc. These gases are released by the volcano during the volcanic eruption, which is responsible for the air pollution. And second is earthquake. That is, poisonous gases and water vapors from the inside of the earth are released into the air during the earthquake. Cyclones and dust storms. Dust, soil, garbage, pollens, microbes are mixed with the air. So during the cyclone and dust storms, these soil, garbage, pollens and microbes are mixed with the air and causing the air pollution. Now forest fire. Forest fire releases the carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, hydrogen sulfide and the smoke in the air. So it is due to the forest fire, the huge amount of the air pollutants are released into the environment. Now, microbes in the air. Spores of the bacteria, fungi are mixed with the air. So, see man-made reasons. First is fuel. Burning your fuel like coal, timber, LPG, kerosene, diesel, petrol releases carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, nitrogen oxide, sulfur dioxide, and lead compounds in the air, which are responsible for causing the air pollution. Second is burning of soil waste, agricultural waste, etc. in an open space, also responsible for causing the air pollution. And the industrialization. Smoke is released in the large quantity from the various factories, sulfur powder, nitrogen oxide, and cotton seed powder in the air. And the atomic energy plants and the blasts. Use of elements like uranium, thorium, graphite, plutonium release radiation in the air, and thus pollution occurs. And due to this atomic energy plants and blast, uh, this inert gases elements like uranium, thorium release into the environment. So these are very hazardous air pollutants. So you have to write the what are the reasons other than the above mentioned, means what are the reasons other than the natural reasons and man-made reasons which are responsible for causing the air pollution. And you have to find out the answer that whether the vehicles with two-stroke engine cause more pollution than the four-stroke engine. So figure 8.4 reveals the sources and the effects of the air pollutants. So first is sulfur dioxide. Factories where coal and mineral oil used as a fuel release the sulfur dioxides, and which affects the eyes, respiratory tract, and causes the excess of cough, and also we feel difficulty in breath. Now second is industrial smoke and vehicle smoke releases the carbon monoxide, which lowered the oxygen level, okay, in the blood. Now which lowered the oxygen carrying capacity of the blood. Third is vehicle smoke releases the oxides of the nitrogen, which are responsible for causing the irritation of respiratory tracts and the lungs. And vehicular and industrial smoke also release the particulate matter, which are responsible for causing the respiratory diseases. Also industrial smoke releases the dust, and production and use of the pesticides leads to the mental weakness that due to the prolonged exposure. And industrial leakage releases the hazardous gases like the methane, which are responsible for causing poison, skin cancer, asthma, and other respiratory diseases. So one activity is there. You have to collect the information about the Bhopal gas tragedy. Okay, it is a worst ever industrial accident had been occurred in the Bhopal on the night of the 2nd December 1984. 8,000 people had been died due to this accidental gas leakage. Okay, and you have to collect the knowledge about what type of the gas. You have to collect the knowledge about what type of the gas was this, and the causes and the effect of this Bhopal gas tragedy. Now see effect of air pollution on the plants and the animals. In the plant, stomata get closed. So due to the closing of the stomata, the process of the photosynthesis, okay, it affects the process of the photosynthesis, and the capacity of preparing their food materials is also get reduced. Second is slowing down of the rate of photosynthesis. Same as the stomata get closed, the rate of the photosynthesis is ultimately reduced. Growth is retarded, leaves fall off or become yellow. Why? Because of the reducing the process of the photosynthesis, there is a lack of the food material and water, so which leads to the retardation of the growth. So in animal, effect of the air pollution in the animal is respiration is adversely affected. Yes, why? Because of the air pollution, it leads to the many types of the respiratory diseases, and it also affects the lungs and causing the respiratory problems like asthma, and also due to the air pollution, irritation of the eyes, nose, skin rashes, skin diseases are also being occurred. Okay, so see, now next is effect of the air pollution on the plants and the animals. See, depletion in the ozone layer. So ozone layer is present below the stratosphere at the height of 48 kilometers from the earth's surface. It protects the living world of the earth from the ultraviolet rays, that is UV rays, and the infrared rays which radiating from the sun, and these radiations are very harmful for the earth and the living organisms present on the earth. However, nowadays ozone layer is getting depleted due to the following reasons, that is the greenhouse effect and due to the acid rain. So see, what is greenhouse effect? Though carbon dioxide is present in very less quantity in the atmosphere, it plays very important role of absorption of solar heat. Over the last 100 years, proportion of carbon dioxide has been increased due to the industrialization. Effect of this carbon dioxide on the earth's temperature is nothing but greenhouse effect. Okay, so increasing the earth's temperature due to the carbon dioxide is known as greenhouse effect. Similar to carbon dioxide, other harmful gases like nitrous oxide, methane, and CFC. CFC is chlorofluorocarbon, also trap the heat. Collectively, these are known as greenhouse effect. So global temperature is gradually increasing due to the greenhouse effect. Due to this, atmosphere is changing, causing disturbances in agricultural yields, distribution of the wild animals, icebergs and glaciers are melting, which causing increase in the sea level. Now see, acid rain. Oxides of the sulfur and nitrogen which release into the atmosphere through burning of coal, timber and fuels oils, and those oxides mix with the water and forms acids like sulfuric acids, nitric acid and nitrous acids. So oxides of the sulfur and the nitrogen then mix with the rainwater and forms the acids. So those acids mix with the raindrops and the snowflakes and come down as the rain, and this is known as the acid rain. So see in this picture, that is a burning fuels, the smokes or the pollutant are released from the industry in the form of the sulfur, nitrogen and carbon dioxide. So these oxides of these gases are then mixed with the water and forms the acids, and then these acids when mixed with the rain forms the acid rain, which are very harmful for the ecosystem and causing damage of the animals and the plants. So see the effects of the acid rain. First is acidity of the soil and the water bodies increases due to the acid rain. It harms the aquatic organisms, plants and the entire forest life. Total ecosystem are adversely affected due to this acid rain. Second is erosion of buildings or the soil increases. So erosion of buildings bursts historical monuments. Historical monuments, example of the erosion of the historical monument is Taj Mahal. Yellowing of the marbles of the Taj Mahal due to the acid rain is the very best example of this acid rain. So erosion of the building bursts, historical monuments, bridges, metal idols, wire fences, etc. occurs due to the acid rains. Now third is heavy metals like mercury, cadmium are absorbed by the plant and thereby enter into the food chain indirectly due to the acid rain. Fourth is due to the acidification of the water in and pipes, leaching of the metal and the plastic materials occurs in water and thereby serious health problem arises. Okay, acid rain creates the acidic soils that are less able to support the healthy crops. Okay, and it also causes a severe leaching which results in the valuable crops nutrients being washed out of the topsoils, and soil in some parts of the Norway are now 10 times more acidic than they were in they were 50 years ago. So see, what are the preventive measures of the oil pollution? Planting more trees. Okay, planting more trees and reduce the oil pollution. Using the electric vehicles, okay, instead of CNGs and the diesel, and using environmental friendly vehicles like cycle, using alternate source of energy, for example solar energy. Okay, by applying the solar panels on the roof of the house and industry, which reduces the amount of the electricity used, and it is the very useful alternative source of the energy. And use the public transport instead of the private transport. Okay, now smoke emerging from the factories which contains the harmful particles, and hence pollution controlling machines should be used, for example arresters and filters. Okay, filters should be used before emerging the harmful gases and the water from the industry into the ecosystem. Now proper disposal of stinking waste generated in the cities. Okay, so for garbage proper disposing measures should be taken. Control on atomic tests and chemicals weapon, and control or either ban over the CFC production, chlorofluorocarbon production. So students, you have to find out the what is air quality index. Okay, air quality index, gather the knowledge about this. So in next lecture we are going to study what is water pollution and knowledge about the soil pollution. Thank you.